John, explain to me Dungeons and Dragons because I don't understand. I was a super geek, but that's geek to the 10th power.
In high school, unfortunately, I was doing it. It wasn't even like in junior high or like in E.T. they were playing it when they were like 8 years old.
How many guys were in your game?
It varied.
Everybody would come over your house. And
we'd play in the cafeteria at school.
And you have your dice.
Yes.
And you throw the dice.
Yes. You roll 3 dice, and if you had like an 18, was good. If you had like an 18 strength, then you'd be a barbarian or a fighter or something.
Right. So you're strong.
Or you'd have 18 intelligence, and then you want to be a wizard.
All right, so now once the character is determined, your intelligence is determined.
Yes, all those things.
How does someone advance in the game?
Story,
then there's a dungeon master who's like the director of the movie, but it's not a movie, it's a...
So would you get a call from the dungeon master, let's say?
Yes.
He'd say... Like, how would it work? Did you have to be together?
I got a call. What is it? What am I, a doctor?
No. Did you have to be together?
Yeah, you had to be together. You're sitting around a table with everybody making fun of you because most of us were overweight and not well groomed.
So the dungeon master says, deep in the dark of the village.
Well, that would be good if you did it like that. They would go like, he'd have a map in front of him, and he'd say, give me a little mood. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
The dungeon master say you see a cave, and the guy who plays the elf thief says, I'm going to walk up to the cave. What do I see? And he rolls some dice. He says, okay, you don't see anything. You enter the cave. Who's standing first? Who's second? We put the dwarf with the axe up front. Then you also have these little figures that look like your characters that you put out on the table in the middle of the lunchroom so everybody knows where you're standing. Right? You get me?
This is crazy.
I'm shocked. So let's say, so I come up to the cave.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going with you on this.
I'm there.
And I'm about to enter the cave. I roll the dice, and it says I encounter an elf.
Or you encounter, but probably something bad,
right,
like a orc.
All right. Let's say you're an orc, and I'm
not. No, we're on the same team.
Okay. So we encounter that. How do we defeat him with the dice?
You roll dice, and you swing your weapon, and then the dungeon master looks at his charts and sees whether you kill him or not.
Okay. If I don't kill him, that means I'm killed.
It could be, yeah. And then you roll up another character.
And then I'm out of the game.
Then you roll up another character, and he joins the party. It's like a video game, except without the computer.
You are a brave man, and I'm going to tell you why. I want to compliment you. Yeah. When you were in that dungeon, and you were facing that elf, you fought back.
I'm going to make a movie about these elves one day.
Be careful when you leave, because Orc is lurking outside the building.